Happy Tuesday afternoon. My name's Elaine, and I just want to thank Genevieve Designs for being such an amazing crafter. She has such awesome ideas, and also I'm a little, I guess, partial. Not only is she very ingenious, but my mother's name was really Genevieve. So, and it took me till 7th grade to be able to spell it. So, thank goodness, Gen-O of Eve Design has broken that name apart, and she is sharing not only her templates, her videos, her skills, but coming up with some amazing ideas. And I am recreating, almost, kinda, sorta, one of those ideas because I thought it was amazing, and it is. Of course, all of her ideas are amazing. But anyway, so far, I've done the first video. Even though I haven't published it yet, I will be adding it to the end of this introduction, and hopefully we'll see how this turns out day by day. It's a creation that it's creating. It's going to be creative. It's going to be ingenious, I'm not sure exactly what word to use. But anyway, I thank you all for watching this, and let's see what's next. Okay, I've done the introduction, and I've told you how I created this, which is making my own paste on the left page, and then using tacky glue, and actually a little fabric tack, on the second page. And if you can't tell, they're my initials. Here's the E, bunch of squigglies, and a T with a bunch of squigglies. Again, thank you, Genevieve Designs. I'm trying to not recreate, but see how this turns out, since I don't always have everything that she has to make what I see her making. So this is a science project. And let's see what turns out next. I'm going to start adding a little paint, and I don't have Indian inks, but I'm going to try acrylics that are watered down a little bit and see how they look. On to the next one. Thanks for being here. Okay, I have taken some blue acrylic paint and a foam brush, which was wet. Put the paint on the brush, and now I'm just going to start and just kind of go down and see what happens. Look at there. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's go this way and see what happens. Try not to get on that page. Blue's my favorite color. So anyway, let's see what happens here. Just hit it up a little bit here and there. Sorry, I'm holding my phone as I do this. And I'm going to let that dry. Okay, it's drying now, and that was the paste that I made. Now, this is the glue. Let's see what happens when I use the blue on the glue. That rhymes. Okay, so we're just going to take this, go like this, still a wet foam brush, and we're going to let it dry and see what happens. I really like that. I may have to get me a spray bottle. We'll start with this first, see how it works, and go from there. Be back soon. Okay, what I've done is I took the blue in my little cubby there that had a little bit of water that I foam brushed onto my page, and I put it onto my paintbrush here. Although I added a little gesso to it. So what I'm going to do is I was just going to try and see what happens. Maybe too wet to go in some of these spaces and see what happens, since it should be darker. Let's see here. Kind of follow along. I'm going to let that dry and see how it turns out. I'm going to get some more of this darker blue, and I'm going to do the same thing on the page that I used to glue. I'm just going to go into a couple areas. And see what turns out, since some of this is already pretty dark. Okay, gonna let that dry and see how it looks. Like I said, this is an experiment. Let's see what happens between the mixed up paste and the glue. A little right here. This looks like it needs something right there. Look at that. Cool. Alright, let's let this dry and I'll be back later. Thanks, guys. Okay, everything has dried on both pages. Looks kind of like a mess, but this is my science project. And this is amazing. I found a bunch of this paint on sale, and I'm going to use this in gold. Excuse me, the dogs are acting out. So I just have a brush. I'm going to put a little bit on this brush, and I'm going to kind of wipe it on. Ooh, it looks more yellow on here than it does on the page. So let's see what happens if I just kind of smear it different places. Like that. But in real life, you really can't tell it's on the page much, except that it's glittering a little. So I'm going to put a little bit down here. Okay. Some in that hole. There. Okay. Smear that out a little bit. Not to be so clogged together. Alright. Now we're going to try it on this page. Here we go. We're going to put a little bit here, up in the corner. Smear that out a little bit. Okay. I'm going to come down here. It really doesn't have a lot of color, except on this video. Okay. Put a little over on this side. I know. For some reason, I'm a little OCD, and everything has to be what's on one side is supposed to be on the other side. Let's see. I'm going to put a little in there. And put a little bit down here at the bottom. I have a little bit left. Okay. Now, I know that looks like a mess on the here on the phone, but literally in person it just has a shine to it. Anyway, I'm gonna let this dry and I'll be back in a little bit. Thanks. Okay, I got tired of waiting for it to dry, so I went ahead and remember, this is the paste, the gesso paste I made. This was based on glue. The paste, what I did was I took some red paint, and actually that's supposed to be yellow, but it looks orange, and started painting the lines and the little flowers on both pages. I can tell you that the paste page does not have any gloss to it at all on the yellow. It has a little bit more gloss to it on the glue page. But anyway, this is my E that I've got so far. I'm going to let it dry overnight. And this is my T for my initials. And we'll see what tomorrow brings when I have time to work on it again. But anyway, experiment. Make a science project. Play with it. This is my little artist journal that Genevieve design. She has one and started. So far, I've made a fairy page. It's a cutout crow with a picture of a fairy and some wings that are stamped on. Okay. This is my, I don't know who it is, page. What I did was, this is actually, I took a napkin with some of that paste I made, laid the napkin down, and then put the paste over it, pulled the napkin off, and then just tapped it with my foam brush. Yeah, it's turned out kind of cool. Okay, these are the pages we're working on. Let's see what else I have in here. I'm in the middle of a lot of different projects. Here's another page. Good morning. Last night we lost power. We had some severe storms. I shut everything down, and I got into this page, and after the power started flickering, I decided I would work a little bit on this page. I had a little bit of glue color and some more color, and thought it just highlighted the flowers better than they were. But I also got busy, and this is the pages we were working on, the paste page and the glue page. This is the paste page with the E. When I say paste, I made my own gesso paste by gesso, baby powder, and some glue, and put it in a glue bottle and squirted it on. Then this is actually tacky glue that I used to make the design, and that's my T for my initials. I added some paint last night. I had the red and the yellow, I believe, and I took a Sharpie, and I just started adding lines to define them more. And I'm not done yet, but so far I really like what it's starting to look like. And this is just things I have at home. I don't have a lot of art supplies, but I watch YouTube videos, try to make some, experiment with some. And so far, this is my E, which I call my paste page, and my T, which is my glue page. And I'll work on it again later today and show you what comes up.